Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use Coggle.it to create interactive classroom activities and embedding them into Canvas. Coggle.it is a website that allows you to visualize ideas, processes, and setups through creating dynamic mind maps or flow diagrams. In today's video, we'll build an activity where students connect computer components, including a computer desktop, monitors, speakers, mouse, and keyboard. This is, of course, just an example, so feel free to adapt this process to any topic or lesson plan. To start, go ahead and log in to Coggle.it. If you don't have an account, feel free to sign up for free. Once you've logged in, go ahead and click on the Create Diagram to create a new mind map. Now let's set up our diagram for a basic computer setup activity. We're going to start by creating nodes for each component, one for a computer, monitor, speakers, mouse, and a keyboard. Let's start by creating the computer. And then when we create an additional one, I simply right-click, and then you get this wheel diagram with a few different options. From here, just say Copy Branch. After we copy, right-click, and then simply paste. Now I have two nodes. I can simply click and then rename it to something else. So I'll have my monitor, my speaker, well, my keyboard. Outside of just writing names, some students might want a visual. What's great about these nodes is I can add an image. So starting with my computer, if I click on it, I can go ahead and select the upload an image icon. In this case, my computer is going to be my desktop. So I'm going to select that one and then open. When I click out, notice that my icon appears. I'm going to continue by doing the same with all my other nodes. Once I have my images uploaded, I can move my nodes by simply dragging and dropping. So since I have a mind map, the whole point of this activity is to teach my students how to connect all these components together. To do so, I'm going to move my components around to make sense of my visual. Once I'm happy with how my nodes are laid out, I can then introduce to my students how to connect all these components together. So in this case, my computer is essential for everything. These are all simply accessories in order for my computer to function. So in order to display what I want on my computer screen, my computer is going to connect to my monitor. In order to hear things, my computer is then going to connect to my speakers. In order to move the cursor, my computer is going to connect to my mouse. And in order to type, my computer needs the keyboard. If I'm still unhappy with my layout, I can simply click the nodes and continue to move them around. Hopefully this diagram shows how a computer is set up and how these components work together in order to do what we do every day with our computers. Now it's the student's turn. After demonstrating this, let's say I want the students to create their own mind maps and be able to connect these components themselves. In this case, let's go ahead and reset our components by copying a new diagram. To do so, let's go ahead and head back to home. And then from here, let's go ahead and find the options on the bottom right corner. Create a copy. Let's go ahead and remove all of our connections. To do so, right-click on the connection and then select Delete Connection. To encourage the students to organize their thoughts a little bit better, let's go ahead and adjust our components around. Once my components are scrambled, I'm going to make sure that this diagram is a shareable link. In the top right corner, go ahead and select Share this Coggle, and then select Anyone can view this diagram. Now this is a public diagram. I can go ahead and include this within my Canvas site. Back on Canvas, I'm going to go ahead and create an assignment that students can submit to. By the way, this is my virtual classroom. If you want to learn how to set this up, feel free to check out my virtual classroom tutorial. From my Canvas page, I'm going to select Assignments. Let's go ahead and create a new assignment. Let's go ahead and give this assignment a name. I'm going to go ahead and call it Set Up a Desktop Computer. Now let's go ahead and embed our diagram within this text area. Let's head back to Coggle. Go back to Share. Select Embed. Go ahead and copy this code right here. Head back to Canvas. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll find an HTML tag icon. Select it and then go ahead and paste your code within the text box. Now, if I switch it back to the text editor, you can find that the diagram lays perfectly within my text area. Now, this diagram is no good without adding some instructions. Instead of writing them out, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste what I have here already. So within my instructions, they're instructing the students to start by copying the diagram below. And as they read, they'll start by clicking on the double square icon to make and copy a template. Once they do that, they'll need to sign in to proceed. So from the student's perspective, they'll scroll down, find the double square, and then select. Just note that you may need to set up a Coggle account for your students before signing in. Let me show an example by signing in with a different account. After my students signed in, they can now go ahead and create their own diagram. Once the student is satisfied with their work, I would then have them download this as a PDF and then submit it into Canvas. To do this, go in the upper right-hand corner, select the download button. Select the PDF option. In order for students to submit this assignment, let's make sure to enable the File Uploads option. Feel free to adjust these settings to your liking. If everything looks okay, let's go ahead and select Save and Publish to publish the assignment. So to test this, let's go ahead and view this assignment as a student. As a student, I'd start the assignment, select the double square icon to copy the diagram, sign in, do the diagram, and then save as PDF. In order to submit their work, they would then simply select Upload File, choose File, and then select their PDF. Once it's uploaded, they can submit their assignment for a grade. And that's just one example of how to create an interactive activity using Coggle.it. Thanks for watching and happy teaching.